What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Club and Country. This is episode number 126, and we start today's episode off by seeing that Valencia have rejected our bid for Jose Gaya. They said he's too valuable to them, and we're not going to be able to get him. And as you can see by the budget we got right now, 11.25 million pounds is all we can afford, plus his wages, if we're going to be able to get him. And Valencia, he's valued at 9 million pounds. Valencia, they're not going to say no to that. You know, sometimes a club might accept it if that player's in their last year of contract or whatever, but usually for those type of players, you know, 24 years old, still got room to grow, already a good overall, clubs are going to be asking for a few £1 million more than he's valued at least. So we're not going to be able to get hold of him, which is a bit of a shame, but there you go. Oliver Torres is also out for 3 weeks, got injured in the last game, and also Rana Delgado is on his way to Deportivo Alaves for a short-term loan, which is totally fine with me. Delgado, it's just a bit of a shame. He's just one of those, you know, players in our team that we got and we thought was going to develop really nicely. He got exposure, he got game time, he scored goals as well, but he just never grew, which is unbelievably frustrating. And also Juventus came back in for Morata and said, please let us take Alvaro Morata back, because we realise now, considering what a great season he's having, we need him back in our side. He's playing so well for you, we want him back. But of course we say no, we're not going to sell him for any price. He and Rodriguez are going for the golden boot this season, and there's no reason to sell him. And we take on Real Madrid for the first game of today's episode here, the first of 2 games against Real Madrid in today's episode, away at the Bernabeu in La Liga. Right now we're on an 8-game winning streak in La Liga, which is absolutely fantastic. So coming into this game with Real Madrid having a disappointing season, sitting in 5th place right now, we were definitely fancying our chances, but the first chance would fall to the home side as Illaramendi gets on the ball and finds Thomas Muller, plays it inside and plays a 1-2 with his teammate, gets the ball back and crosses the ball to the far post, but the header goes over the bar and behind for a goal kick. So still goalless, but in the 21st minute here, we get our first chance of the game as Isco plays a brilliant ball through towards Morata. 2 former Real Madrid teammates there linking up. Morata shoots, but Blažević makes the save, and Real Madrid get the ball away. Was Morata still there when Isco came in? I don't know, but even so, both of them used to play for Real Madrid, but still Blažević made a good save to deny Morata. It was still 0-0. As we got the ball back there, we got ourselves another chance as Grimaldo finds Younghan Elise here. He plays it down the left-hand side towards Paco Candela, crosses the ball in, Morata goes for goal again, this time with his head, but the header goes over the bar and behind for a goal kick. So still Real Madrid 0, Racing Santander 0, but a couple of good chances there for Morata, but it was still goalless. 7 minutes before the break though, we would actually get ourselves the opening goal of the game, and it came through a rare goal scorer, but a very consistent and underrated player in his team, Younghan Elise, one of our academy players, 79 overall now, 18 years old, a fantastic holding midfielder when it comes down to his defensive capabilities, and that's now his 2nd goal in La Liga as well. Blažević punches the corner away, but straight to Elise, takes a touch, and a lovely finish as well through a crowd of bodies and Ronaldo on the line, and Elise makes it Real Madrid 0, Racing Santander 1. Just a couple minutes later, a great chance to make it 2-0. Isco gets on the ball for us and plays it back towards Younghan Elise, who scored our first goal. Yeah, fake shots around his man, plays it through towards Pedro Obiang, quick little double step over here and shoots, but Blažević makes the save, and eventually the ball comes straight back to the German goalkeeper. So still Real Madrid 0, Racing Santander 1. Another chance right before the break here as we get the ball back, and De Gea plays that wide towards Grimaldo. In the first half, the game was all about possession for us. We had the opening goal of the game, and we were just dominating possession. Real Madrid was struggling to get the ball off us. We were passing the ball around. Our pass accuracy was absolutely immaculate, and Real Madrid just could not get the ball off us for the life of them. You know, it was really, really good performance in terms of passing the ball, making sure we kept hold of that possession and frustrating the opponents. And this is Real Madrid away, and I think this game was sort of summing up what this series is like now. A few seasons ago, you know, we'd be lucky to scrape a draw here at the Bernabeu. Now we don't just want to win the game, we want to win it in style, and we'd score a lovely goal as well in the 45th minute as we cross the ball into the centre and Isco scores against his former club. That was a wonderful, wonderful team goal there. Morata almost lost the ball down the right hand side there as Fernandes takes a touch off him, but he gets the ball back, swings it across, drills it across the face of the goal, and Isco turns it into the open goal and makes it Real Madrid 0, Racing Santander 2. And another great passing goal there. We scored one a couple episodes ago, and that was a really nice one too. So Real Madrid 0, Racing 2 going into the break in the first half, which we really dominated, to be honest. And 7 minutes after the restart, it could have been 3-0. Paco Candela goes down the left-hand side and cuts inside to shoot with his weaker right foot, but Blažević makes a really good save and turns it behind for a corner. So the German goalkeeper was basically single-handedly keeping Real Madrid in this game. From the corner, it was turned behind for another corner, crossed in by Jesse Rodriguez into the centre. Obiang goes for the header and it's cleared away. It comes to Elise, and he almost gets his 2nd goal, but his shot is just off target and behind for a goal kick. So still Real Madrid 0, Racing Santander 2, but, you know, being 2 goals up in the first half, dominating possession, I was expecting a change from Real Madrid, you know, straight away. away in the second half, instantly really, and the fact of the matter is it never came. 15 minutes later, Isco almost scored a fantastic goal. That shot hits the bar, cannons off the underside of it. I thought it crossed the line, but obviously not. Hit the line and was eventually caught by Blažević. So still 2-0 to Racing Santander, but for the entire game, Real Madrid were just all over the place. And look at the way I'm playing here against Real Madrid away from home. This is absolutely absurd. We were just dominating, and as Rodriguez comes through here, nice little Berber spin, and heel-to-heel flicks around the goalkeeper, makes Blažević go to ground and take out one of his own teammates, and Rodriguez scores against his former club, just like Isco did, and makes it Real Madrid 0, Racing Santander 3 with 10 minutes to go. And this was just so easy, and we just humiliated Real Madrid. We completely humiliated the side. You know, this is one of the best sides in Spain, can be one of the best sides on Europe on their day, but we were just making mincemeat out of them, and every single time we went forward, we looked like scoring. Real Madrid could not defend, they could not attack, they were all over the place. Morata goes through here looking to score his first goal of the game, cuts past his man and shoots, but Isco almost deflects it in for him and gets his second goal of the game. It was how the game would finish though. Real Madrid 0, Racing Santander 3. One of the best performances, if not the best performance of the series. And take a look at these match stats. I don't usually show these match stats, but look at this. 10 shots, 6 on target, obviously 3 goals, 61% possession, 89% pass accuracy, compared to 2 shots, 0 on target, 0 goals, and only 39% possession for Real Madrid. That was a game where Real Madrid just got completely humiliated in front of their own fans at the Bernabeu. And you know, I'm sorry, but if you like progression in series, you're not going to get much better than this. This is absolutely incredible. A few seasons ago, I remember playing Copa del Rey ties at the Bernabeu and being like, you know, excited at the prospect of pulling off a massive shock, which no one in the footballing world would predict. Now it's like we can dominate these teams. We can beat these teams and beat them convincingly, and that was without doubt, you know, probably in my opinion, the best result of the series so far. And for the second game of today's episode, the second and final one, we take on Real Madrid again, away at the Bernabeu again, but this time it's in the Copa del Rey. We take them on in the quarter-final first leg here. We beat Valencia in the round of 16 over 2 legs in very dramatic circumstances, so we didn't even expect to be here coming to this game. And coming into the game as well, I did decide to make 10 changes to the usual, 11 changes even to the usual first 11, because even though we just thrashed Real Madrid, I still don't really care about the Copa del Rey too much, even though I was sensing we could make it 2 wins out of 2. First chance did come to us though. Reina with a nice run goes inside and shoots, but Blažević makes the save and Real Madrid get the ball away. So still 0-0. First chance coming to us though, and from the corner it's crossed in by Ranieri Aguza into the centre, looking for Concha Salas, and we take the lead just 5 minutes in here at the Bernabeu. And these Real Madrid fans must be absolutely sick of us, because again we come to the Bernabeu, get the first goal of the game in the first half. Blažević, the goalkeeper, had a great performance on the weekend. That was really poor goalkeeping. He should have saved it in my opinion. Concha Salas' header isn't, you know, too powerful. It's pretty much straight at him, and he can only parry the ball into the ground and eventually into the side of his own net. So Real Madrid 0, Racing 1. Concha Salas, a rare goal scorer. Our defender makes it 1-0 to Racing. And in the 28th minute, again, we come forward here. Aguza finds Roy Herranz down the left-hand side, crosses the ball in. Perez goes for the header, and it ends up hitting the post, and Real Madrid clears. So honestly, coming into this game, I was thinking, you know, could we make it 2 wins out of 2? Well, considering how poor our squad was out there, and Real Madrid still had a lot of great players out there themselves, I was thinking surely not. But, you know, this was one of their best chances in the 53rd minute. James Rodriguez header, which went harmlessly wide the post, and the final chance fell here in stoppage time. It was still Real Madrid 0, Racing 1. Real Madrid for the entire 90 minutes had done basically nothing. The only registered shot they'd had was a deflected one from Thomas Muller in the first half. They had a corner, everyone came forward including Blažević, then he started running back to the goal for some reason. We win the ball with Concha Salas, play it through towards Tunkara. Tunkara tries to lob the goalkeeper from the halfway line. It bounces on the carpet and ends up hitting the bar as well. How unlucky was that? Almost scoring a halfway line goal. Then Contral gives the ball away, and Tunkara, who just shot the ball from behind the halfway line, catches up to shoot, and Blažević makes the save. Eventually it's cleared away, and the referee says, I've had enough, it's game over. Real Madrid 0, Racing Santander 1. There's still a second leg to play at El Sardinero, but honestly, Real Madrid in these 2 games were absolutely diabolical. And again, I'll show you the match stats. I don't usually do it, but I just had to because look at this. One shot, zero on target in 90 minutes when they were trailing from the 5th in-game minute. This is AI on Legendary. This is one of the best sides in the game in Real Madrid. What on earth is going on? I have absolutely no idea. We humiliated them both games. They were absolutely terrible, and I just don't know what to say, but this is unbelievably surprising. But if nothing else, it's great to see the progression we're showing. But that does end the episode, guys. So as always, a big thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed today's episode of Club and Country, then please do leave a like. It's much appreciated, and it really does help my channel out. And I'll see you for the next episode of Club and Country very soon. I need a new difficulty for this game. It's too easy.